Like, how do you, like, where would you like start pulling music from? You've
So
been doing
again,
it for a
they've
long
got,
time, so you get a lot. I'm sure you get a lot
yeah.
of music sent to you.
So a lot of the times at the beginning of a series, I'll send out a brief for the entire series. I'm not big, so when we like sending out a brief means sending to record labels, publishers, management companies, anyone who sort of sends out music to music supervisors. I'll send a description of the entire series maybe and say, we're looking for magical songs for montages, and we're looking for gritty songs for bars, and we're looking whatever the series requires, so that I can have sort of a pre-populated playlist. And and this is also based on discussions with the producers and the writers.
And you ask them to send them to disco, right? So it goes right to
Yep.
disco. So you send them your disco link, so they're all in your disco, so you can start listening to them right away without having to organize them.
And then I will, from those, I'll listen and I'll drag in. Disco makes it so easy to drag it into, different folders, and sometimes for different shows, you know what I mean? Like I'll get something, I'll be like, this is great for this montage for, Big Door Prize, but it also would be great for The Good Doctor, whatever. So I'll try to organize as much as possible and as much as you can, because my inbox in disco is a giant mess. Like I can't get through it all. I just try to make sure it's all imported, and hopefully people have tagged it with keywords, like sultry, R&B, 60s, dance, whatever it is, so that I can search in disco. But so I'll try to get ahead of things as much as possible, and I'll try to send to post-production as much as possible, so that as they're putting the cut together, they can like put in music that already makes sense budgetarily and creatively. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, sometimes editors, I think maybe they feel overwhelmed and they just want to go to their go-tos, or they're, used to pulling, putting in their own keywords and pulling from YouTube or something like that, which, as you know, can turn into a giant nightmare. But so as the show starts to come together, that's when, more like the rubber hits the road. The editor will have his cut, hopefully put in stuff I've sent. If not, he's putting his own stuff, and then they work with the director. Yep. And the director will say, like, don't like, I want to change this whole thing. I know we're thinking we're going to spend money on this wedding scene, but actually we're going to create a montage for the end, and that's where the money should be spent. So then you go through the editor's cut, and then the producers come back, and that's where you're really starting to hopefully get towards the finish line.